Yes, that's where I played them first.
Which, I mean, they were pretty good at fiber already.
Yes.
But now it feels like the combos are even cleaner than they used to be. The neutral's really good. Peach having a really good neutral against most characters, I would say. There's a couple niche characters that give her trouble, or just swords in general.
Swordies, yeah.
But at the same time, you have mix for days. That float can generate infinite mix. You can just you can bait out tomahawks. You can you can spam bear. Honestly, it's pretty safe on shield.
Yeah, especially if you're float canceling them all, and with sword characters, yeah, definitely the float, using the float to get in and around those sword normals can be very important, but they can also be very, it's very possible, very high skill ceiling for Peach. But we're not dealing with a sword character right now. Wow, already Mr. Saturn is here in the building.
It's going to be interesting. Wow. Oh, Saturn back in hand. I don't know. I don't even think Peach mains like Saturn. I just think they pull him like, well, this is here now.
Because I feel like you just can't combo as well as you can with turnips, and it's such a gimmick. Like no one's ever shielding if you're holding Saturn. Like no one will see it. It's just no hit stun. It does make a funny noise though.
It does make a pretty funny noise.
That is, I think, important to consider in the matchup.
What's interesting, and we haven't got the chance to see it much because the disadvantage Chronos has been in the most of the game, but having a grenade right in front of Snake as Peach will try to approach is a very interesting scenario to watch.
Oh my that kills that up smash.
Yeah.
I also played a Snake earlier today. Fabian.
And you really don't have much of a choice other than to wait for that grenade to blow up, which by the time it blows up, they pull out another one. And one thing that also defines a good Snake is them using their crouch. Crouch is an insane tool, just because being able to do so many instant moves out of it as well. Good recognition that the Nair from Peach isn't necessarily super safe, so Jors got the roll out of there to avoid a punish.
Converts off of their own grenade there. Jors does.
Yeah, Snake, I don't think you really care about taking damage until you're like a stock behind.
Yeah.
Because you do take a little more damage, but at the same time, rage up tilt is ludicrous.
Yeah. Oh, very scary. Great air dodge fast fall though from Chronos.
See if you can catch the B reverse grenade, Snake signature landing option.
Oh yeah.
Can be very hard to follow. This could be death.
Nice roll read there. That's the classic there.
I like the pressure, but unfortunately Chronos being very disciplined, holding shield, not letting any fairs connect. Fair, a very slow move, but when Peach uses it, does not look slow.
Ooh, that was so scary from Chronos there.
Hey, but fearless from Jors though.
Yeah.
Jors were going out there.
Oh, great.
Oh no.
Oh, but Jors dies for it.
It's just an awkward hit when the Cypher clips you like that.
Yeah.
You kind of get. You could also just burn your jump right there, and the Cypher just hits you, and you're like, wow, I guess I'm dead.
Yeah. The Smash Ultimate buffer coming into play once again.
Did he even air dodge though?
Yeah, he air dodged.
He did.
The Peach did, yeah, and he air dodged and then tried to up B, but he didn't. He wasn't able to get back quick enough.
Yeah, honestly, it is hard to keep Snake in disadvantage with those grenades, especially since you have to use your airspeed to do it as Peach, and Peach's ground speed not very great. It's really terrible actually, but you never see the ground speed because she's always floating.
Right.
If you get the lead in this matchup, I guess in Snake in general, if you get the lead, it is much harder for him to play his game, because then all of a sudden trades are just really bad for him.
Right, and yeah, Snake one of the best defensive characters for that reason, not just because of projectiles, but just so much of his game plan is around trading or around you hitting his shield so that the grenade he's holding blows up and he can get a kill, back air, and up air off of that. Comebacks can be very difficult. What's
interesting about this stage is you got to be very careful as a Peach player there's that middle platform is going to have hazards on it all the time.
Yeah.
And it's going to clip you from up there too, because your Peach is fairly tall.
Yeah, and with C4 reaching down pretty far, especially. C4 chilling on that platform right now.
A little ambitious with that back air straight onto the shield. Going to get punished.
Catches the turn up, doesn't get anything for it though.
Ooh, yeah, that's
Ow,
another
that
nightmare as
killed.
Peach. 'Cause
Yeah.
It takes a little bit for you to get down.
Yeah. Yeah, and that gives more than enough time for Nikita to come out. Oh, I lost track of C4. I'm like, they're right on top of it on that platform.
Oh.
Great catch, though, by Jors.
Yeah, you could tell Chronos was expecting them to run off stage, and it was trying to fair spike them.
That F smash is definitely scary. Very slow, but very scary.
See if we can get off the
down
down tilt.
tilt conversion. This is big 48. I like how much Chronos is catching the turn-ups. They're doing a really great job of that.
That's the thing about playing against people that are good with items. It's like, yeah, your item all of a sudden becomes like a dual-edged sword.
Yeah, because yeah, a lot of that should be okay. He's gonna recover. Oh, he barely dies off of that.
Do you think that was poor DI? He kind of went straight up. I thought
he went a little out, but and I feel like why wouldn't you just hold straight out because you're trying to not bounce off the stage? So I feel like they must have been.
Wow, bold get up attack and actually going through the grenade. That's huge.
Yeah. Oh no! Yeah, I don't think they were ready there.
Jors playing around this up tilt range really well, but the C4 good to close it out.
Yeah, you gotta play around all these bubbles of influence. It's for Snake that he can create everywhere.
It's also very difficult to remember that C4.
Yep.
It's right now. It's on currently the right side of the stage, sitting at the ledge. Yep. But that could be a factor later on.
It's so small, especially when comparing it to something like Isabel Mine or Villager Sapling, stuff like that. It's so small.
Ooh, wow. Ooh. Good job recognizing that, or at least reacting to it. One of the two.
Yeah. I feel that is definitely something that's pretty hard to react to. Maybe just jumping out of the way.
Oh, trying to stick him, but getting out of there very quickly. Finally finding a turn up. Uh-oh. See if he can catch him.
Oh, that is so scary with Peach floating at ledge, but doesn't get anything off of it.
This is a test of patience right now because he's always putting that grenade right in front of him.
Yeah.
Just kind of bouncing around. When it bounces, it's the worst because you're like, dang, this is gonna be here forever.
Yeah.
Really good parry and trying to catch him with that C4. That might have done it with all the rage he has on him.
Chronos doing a really great job of maintaining center stage under the platform, which is requiring Jors to try to get in. Gain that stage back, but the
wow.
back air killed. Wow. And Jors halts a brewing comeback there from Chronos to take us to game 3. Definitely thinking now we're going to Chronos counter pick. I feel like the smaller stage of Hollow Bastion definitely benefited Snake. Just because your area control is just that much more impactful with that much less area to run around.
Honestly, though, I mean, it was George's counter pick.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you are in easier connecting back airs, easier connecting down tilts. That middle platform is perfect for drag down up air.
Yep.
But this stage is notoriously good for Snakes. Snakes love it if you gentlemen's here to game 1 because it's so good for them. The ceiling is also incredibly low.
Oh yeah. Going back here, the stage not banned here by Jors.
FD is probably one of them, I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, probably FD and Kalos and Town. Gotta ban all the FD stages, the pseudo FDs.
What's gonna be hard is when Snake is just shielding with a grenade next to him, you have to space your moves to where it just only hits Snake, which is just super hard to do. Especially with a character like Peach, who's looking for a down tilt, and Bear, which has fairly big hitboxes as well.
Big 50% off that combo. And by all the stuff you see on Twitter for Peach, it feels like that's a low damage combo, but George has it down very consistently, and it's still 50 damage. That is a lot.
That was a good bait, not going for another backer and actually just backing off.
George trying to challenge this space that Chronos has established with that C4 right in the middle of the stage that George keeps jumping on.
Yeah, see, he's just sitting under that platform, chucking grenades, and then there's a C4 in the middle, too. So if you try to go on the platform to go around the grenades, he's there to cover it.
Yeah, and that's really what spurred the almost comeback from last game, is that Chronos sitting under that platform at middle stage and just can control so much space.
Because, yeah, along with just the great projectiles, Snake has some really good buttons.
Yeah.
Just normals and generals.
Yeah, F tilt and up tilt come to mind.
Nair, up air. Oh, wow.
Sticks him and he kills him off of it.
Now this, yeah, I couldn't. This is just a really.
What a conversion.
He's going crazy.
Footstool into C4 into back air.
And he almost got the fair off it as well.
Yeah. Chronos is cooking. I think Jors definitely a large part of potentially making this comeback is going to be being able to establish center stage. Great get up attack.
It's just not looking good.
Yeah, Chronos just keeping them out. Oh, whiffs on the grab. Okay. Now here's where Peach is going to thrive. Snake with ledge, and there's the kill. Now, but Snake. Oh, air dodges.
There's the other kill.
Unfortunate.
Hey, he got his.
Yeah.
I got mine.
So, well played there by Chronos. Just such a great stage control game. Just played so well.